Hi everybody. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. Please, as you come in, like and share the video. Please like and share. Welcome guys. Please, as you come in, like the video and share the video. BTV, Daddy sis, welcome. Happy New Week, sis. First in the house, sis. You're first in the house. I'll give you a blue Peter badge. Please like and share as you come in. Ken Smith, oh my God. Ken Smith, welcome, my darling. Oh my God, what an honor. Such a privilege to have you here today, Ken Smith. Thank you so much for coming. Sit down, honey, please. Sit down. Sit down, co-host. Too early. Sit down, honey. Please like and share. Like, share, invite someone to invite someone to invite someone to invite someone. Invite tag, please. Happy New Weekend, Smith. Hope you're doing great. Hope everyone is having a fantastic start of the week. Please like and share as you come in. Like and share. Invite everybody. Bring in all the fountainers. Beautiful universe. Oh my God, my darling sis, I have missed you so much. All right, sis, thank you so much for popping in. Thank you. Happy New Week. Happy New Week. I hope you all have watched The Young, Famous, and African. That was our agreement, so we can have a fantastic show. Welcome. We're just going to start the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. I am Bella, your host. For all the visitors we are having today, the new ones, the people who have been watching from the back, who have decided to join us today. Ken Smith, oh my God, thank you so much for joining, Danny. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So thank you to every new subscriber. I cannot believe how much we've grown over the past couple of weeks. So thank you all. Thanks to everybody who's been sharing it, talking about the channel, watching the videos, liking it. everybody who has contributed in one way or the other to make this channel grow. I appreciate and acknowledge each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. I appreciate the people that have been there with me from day one, the ones that have joined us along the way, and the ones that are still continuing this journey with us. And also thanking in advance the ones that will be joining us after this show or during this show. To all the silent watchers, I appreciate you all, because you're just as important as the people typing or the people calling. I appreciate you all for your feedback. I appreciate you all for your encouragement and motivation. So thank you all so very much. Now, as you all know, I did throw a question and with regards to reviewing the Young, Famous and African, and people were quite excited for us to look at this series, because I did it last year when they did the first series and it was really good. People loved it, and I thought, why not do it again this year? And we're going to do it even go in depth with this one, because last time I just started. I was a newbie on YouTube. I didn't know much. I was just dabbling around. So this time I think we need to go really deep into this, because there's a lot for us to learn in this series. With the things happening, it all has to do with relationships. And as you all know, we have friends, we have family members, we have business people, employees, colleagues that we deal with every single day in our lives, and we come across similar situations that these people or the cast of this series are actually facing or faced. Now, but before we get into the real thing or the real topic for today, which is reviewing episode 1 of season 2, I really want to talk about something, right? I don't know how people are going to think about it, or you guys are going to think about it. If you share the same feeling as myself, let me know. There is something that's happening. When we are growing, you're growing up, and you know that you will hear about people betraying one another. Personally, I have had that experience, but I didn't think that it was a common or rampant occurrence, or something that is like almost like a trend. So scary, because the events that have been unfolding in our community recently has been mind-blowing in a very negative way. It makes you wonder how much you can actually trust people. How much do you have to invest when it comes to trusting people? Because if I can think of it, 3 people that I know who I'm so close to in our community have been stung so badly by their own people, or people that they call confidant, or somebody that they call their own, or a sister, or someone really close and dear to them. And the experience has been so scary, because I'm thinking, these are grown-ups. When you're growing as a child or teenagers, those things happen and you feel, oh, well, it's a life experience, you're learning. But then when it happens to us as women, grown-up women with kids, married women, you begin to question yourself, like, what are the relationships that you're keeping? Who are these people around you? How are you meant to operate or navigate, around these relationships? I've not been so frightened like this in a very long time. That's why I really want us to be very careful. I'm talking to everybody watching me today. Whatever you're doing, the relationships that you make, be it off media or on media, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. I just want to make sure that I'm seeing live text. We have to be very careful, because you cannot call somebody your own. You cannot love somebody. You cannot share the same room with somebody. You cannot call somebody your trusted employee, and that same person is the one who is there as your biggest enemy to nail you. To nail you. The person that you're going to open up to, the person that you're going to feel most comfortable to share everything with them, is the same person who is going to nail you without you even knowing. And that's true when people always say that the person that is going to nail you is the one closest to you, and we often overlook it. We always look from afar. We look, very far away, thinking that it's probably a stranger or somebody who you may not know exists, or somebody that you may have known and actually forgotten about this person who could come around and stab you in the back. But no, the person who would probably put the last nail to your coffin is the one you're talking to, is the one that you're eating with, is the one that you're sleeping with, is the one you call your fiance, is the one you call your boyfriend, the one you call your sister, or the one you call my bestie. We have to be very careful. And the thing that it happens to people who haven't done anything to the whosoever want to plot and attack them is even more scary. Evil has never benefited anybody. We really have to be careful. Evil has never benefited any person. You can get away with it and you feel like, oh my God, I've done it and I have not been caught. But trust me, going down the lane, karma is going to catch up with you. Karma is going to catch up with you. I'll give an example recently. You see, yesterday I was so disappointed, because when you say somebody is yours and you protect the person and you make the whole world know how much that person means to you, this person is my sister, or this person is my wife to be, or this person, it's my ride or die person. And then you come out, or this person has been a very big support system, and then you come out and you destroy that person's image. You go behind, you gossip about that person, try to tarnish your image. Auntie Rosemary, asking for a friend, my Auntie dearest. Welcome, Auntie. Thank you so much for joining. You go behind that same person you've praised and made the world to understand that without that person, you would have been in a dark situation. Without that person, you probably would have committed, the worst thing that we can think of. Without that person, you wouldn't have been able to pick up yourself. Yet, you turn around and that same person is the very person you want to nail or crucify. In the midst of everybody, in the midst of that same person or the same audience that you claim to love and honor and cherish and respect, this same person. I don't understand if this makes sense to us. How can we continue to live a life of falsehood? Or how can we continue to live a life where we cannot tolerate people's flaws, or we cannot tolerate people's weaknesses? Nobody is perfect. In a relationship where there is one or two persons, there are bound to be conflicts. There's no smooth sailing relationship. That's a lie. That is a lie. Of course, there are certain things. Adongo Lily, my darling big sis. Welcome, Bella, in my era. Let me read what Beautiful Universe has written. It's so sad. It's so sad. The betrayal is sickening. It's disgusting. It's disheartening. You can think of all the negative adjectives to use. It's so bitter. The bitterness of people, the desire to see other people go down so hard is what's making me scared in our community. Almost feels like you are restless until you see somebody down. That's what is scary. People don't understand that the reverse effect that it has on them, because you're sitting and not sleeping, plotting evil, and your body is releasing negative how do you call this thing? What's a greener pasture? Oh my God! Or medical knowledge. How you call this? Negative chemicals into your body just because you're plotting to hurt somebody. You're not just hurting that person. You're hurting your own well-being. Beautiful Universe says, Bella, in my era, we had betrayals, but what I see now, I cry for my daughter, just born grandchild, and my grandchildren to come. It's sad. It is scary. It is really, really scary. It's scary. We have to be careful. Even the one you trust. How can you trust your fiance? How can you trust your fiance? Jinkenton, my darling sis, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, sisters. I miss you. Thank you so much for joining. I know you're so busy. Thank you for creating the time to stop by. How can you boast? You come on media and you say you have the nude of you are having a sexual pleasantry with your fiance or your girlfriend, and you screenshot it without the person's knowledge, and you're happy to flash it to the wall. How do you say that? Because if you're calling somebody your fiance, you're calling somebody your boyfriend or your husband to be, your wife to be, you should be able to feel comfortable around this person. Busybody Muma, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, darling. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great start of the week. How can you say that? I was so hurt yesterday when I heard this. I was really broken. This is to tell us that as a people, we cannot even manage our fallout. We cannot manage our differences. Just like your name, Muma. Okay, that's all right, darling. We can't manage our own differences. Why can we not manage our differences? Why do we find it so hard? Is it hatred? Is it jealousy? What is it? What is it? Why can you not trust somebody? The same person that you slept with, the same person that you wanted people to worship, is the same person that you're telling us to crucify. Here's a last. Oh my God, that name. Oh my God. Welcome, darling. I see you. Here's a Shower 99. Oh my God. You guys are gonna put us in trouble. You guys are gonna get me into big trouble. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh God. You know, how can you then go back to retract everything you said about this person, and you want the world to believe that this person is the worst person that ever existed? Who is going to believe you? Because I will not believe you. I can't believe you because you were together, you told me otherwise, and then you're coming now against me. Don't laugh, Daddy, don't laugh. That name, that name is dangerous. Honestly, you cannot tell me something today and then you come back and want me to believe you if you're telling me the extreme opposite of what you told me. I can't believe you. I can't believe you. Proud Canopia, welcome, darling. I see you, sis. I can't. I cannot believe you. Visionary Star TV, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. Welcome, Mommy Brie. Thank you so much for joining. I can't. You cannot. Let me just give you guys, let me tell you how scary this thing is. Maybe I'm not painting a picture nicely. Imagine that Proud Canopian and I are friends, close friends. We know each other's family. We talk on daily basis. Proud Canopian, you know my arch enemies. You know the people that want me down. You know the people that want to destroy my family. Proud Canopian, sorry, darling sis, I'm using it's just an example. Proud Canopian, you're talking to this person. It's okay, you can talk to anybody. You're allowed, people are allowed. My enemy must not necessarily be your enemy if you're my friend. Mariam Brown, welcome, darling sis. Thank you so much for joining. My enemy must not necessarily be your enemy. Okay? But then, let me know that you're talking to my enemy. So I know how I am actually interacting with you. I know how I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Because I cannot just lay down my guard when I know you're close friends with my enemy. Because you cannot tell me that you're not plotting any evil or you don't have any evil intention, creating a relationship with my enemy and keeping it away from me when we are tight. That's not true. It's impossible. This is how dangerous it is. I talk with you. I sleep with you in the same bed. You visit me. I visit you. And you're talking to my enemy and I'm not aware of it. And you only make me understand when you've been caught. There's no way you can tell me that you have not been talking ill about me. You have not been plotting ill about me, because it's all a lie. This is a kind of betrayal I'm talking about that is scary. It's scary. How can we live in a society like that? How can we be in a community like this? You are sleeping next to your own enemy. You are sleeping next to your enemy. You could wake up to go and pee in the toilet and he or she drops something under your pillow. You could get up to go to the bathroom and he or she drops something in your drink or your water. And you drink it and go home and nobody knows. They cannot even point a finger that it's that person, because they know it's your sisterly, because they know it's your brotherly, because they know it's your fiancé, because they know it's your girlfriend. That's the kind of scary betrayal I'm talking about. I get you a job. You come to me, I give you a job because I want to create an employment for you. I give you a job, not knowing that, no, you did not come to get a job. You came to finish me. You came to kill me. You were planning with my enemies to come close to me to finish me. And yet I am thinking I have somebody who cares for me, who wants to look after my business, who wants to make sure that they have my back and see me grow. You know, who want to keep my enemies away from me. No, but that same person is the one plotting for my destruction. That's the kind of scary betrayal I'm talking about. And that's what is happening in our community. Queen Atkins Diamond, my darling sis of high standards, welcome. That's the kind of scary. Hola, the mother, my wisdom sis. Thank you so much for joining, darling. Welcome. Please, as you come in, like the video and share it. This is a kind of relationship, that betrayal I'm talking about. TK, welcome. It is crazy, crazy times, scary moments. I'm talking to every single one of you. Please, Cameroonians, we need to change. We need to change. Somebody came to me and said to me, Bella, you need to be very careful when you go out. You go out to attend Cameroonian events. Be very careful. Jamile, welcome, darling sis. How are you doing? Happy New Week. That, sis Bella, you have to be very careful. Fortunately enough, I don't associate myself with a lot of Cameroonians, not because, by choice, but because I avoid things like this. Because I want to prevent things like that. You don't know where your death is going to come from. You really don't know. When we're living in a society where you cannot trust even your own fiancé. You cannot trust your own fiancé. What about a friend? Because that's the person you were meant to spend the rest of your life with. Did you notice? That's the person you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. But they've proven to you that they can literally go to any length to nail you to the cross. That same person you gave a job to, you created a job and gave it to them, is the same person who wants to bring down your companies, who wants to tarnish your reputation, who wants to destroy your family. That same friend you gave a connection to is that same friend who wants to go around and tell people how you are a slut, how you're an evil woman, how you're an evil man, how you cannot look after your home, just to paint you black and take your position. What do you gain? What do we gain, Cameroonians, when you stab your sister or your brother at the back? What do you gain? What do we really gain? How do you sleep at night? How do you lie next to this person and you're smiling? Good gracious. I was right when I made a post about the snake. A snake will always remain a snake. I say it. A snake will always remain a snake. It sheds its skin not because it's changing into something else. It sheds its skin because it wants to be an even bigger snake. If somebody should show you their color for once, take it for what it is. The tendency for us is that we believe that everybody's going to treat us the way we treat them. That's the danger. This community is teaching us a lot. I have learned so much being on this YouTube for coming up to 2 years now. I've learned so much. People are not like you. People are not like you. Just the fact that you're not going to come out, even though you have the secret of every single person. Even if I have the secret of Adongo Lily, and I follow with Adongo Lily, I will go to the grave with that secret. What will I gain if I destroy her? How is that going to profit me? How? Will I replace her? Will I sit in place of her family? Will I take her children? Will I get her job? Will I drive her car? Will I put on her lovely clothes? Ivy Love, welcome. What do you seek to gain? What do you seek to gain? We should not control anyone's relationship, but have the respect to inform your friend of who you're. Yes! Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. This is my problem. Grown-up women who cannot talk. Nobody's going to whoop your butt for making friends with Queen Atkins Diamond. Nobody's going to whoop Queen Atkins Diamond's butt for talking to Bella. But tell Queen Atkins Diamond need to tell Treaty that I'm talking with Bella. Of course, Bella is not your favorite person, but just know, heads up, I'm talking with Bella. You don't tell me, you don't tell Treaty, it means you are not having Treaty's best intention at heart. Or best interest at heart. G. Kendall, I'm telling you that name, that Hazel's name, Hazel Ashawu 99. Oh my God. Oh, Mommy Brie, you need to watch Auntie Rosemary's show today. It was very nice. It was short, but it was powerful. Rich show. Thank you, Prakonopia. You have to put your guard up so you know what to do. Tell me so I know where you're, where your grounds, the grounds you're walking on, so I know how to interact with you. Chicken don't say, I'm so glad I don't have time to watch nonsense on my people. This community is out of control. It is out of control. Hi, Bella. We'll watch from the back. All right, Queen Atkins Diamond sisters. Thank you so much. Can Simi say, we gain nothing. That's why we'll continue to go backwards rather than forward. Thank you so much, Ken Smith. Thank you. It's crazy. As far as sleeping at night, they are probably used to it now, and it doesn't bother them no more. It's crazy, and it's eating them up slowly, like slow poison. That's what Nelson Mandela said, that hating on somebody is like drinking poison and waiting for the person you're hating on to die. Auntie Rosemary, please ring the bell. Jealousy or hating on somebody is like drinking poison and sitting and watching for the person you're hating on to die from that poison that you just drank. We need to change. We need to change. Thank you, Auntie. We need to change. Visionary Star TV says, yes, I will be live on BBTV on Saturday in my studio. Oh, nice. You are allowed to make friends with anyone, but be honest with those you acquaint yourself with. If they are like friends who are in disagreement, yes, absolutely. We need to grow up in this community. We need to change from our bad, our evil ways. We need to change. And we need to isolate people who do such things. Those people need to be named and shamed. Isolate them. When they show you their colors, please don't overlook it. Don't put a blind eye. Take it for what it is, because it's never going to change. If they can do it once, they'll do it again. They'll do it again and again and again. Sorry, guys. Let me settle the co-host. Just a minute. Did it go off? Put it on. Has it gone out for me? There you go. Oh, you don't want that one? Okay, you don't want it then. Do you want this? There you go. It's okay. Good job. There you go. Careful. Good girl. Well done. Sorry guys, just a minute. It's sickening. Sickening. So just so you know what, let me talk about this because I really want to caution every single person. Please be on the lookout. The person you're hanging out with during that your cultural meeting, who is that person? Have you ever had any fallout or disagreement with somebody? Look out for that person. Watch out. That person may just be the one feeding back information, to the enemy's camp. Be very watchful. Be alert. Be alert. And very often, these are not people you just knew yesterday. These are people you've known for years. People who know you. And then they will take your story and they will twist it, spin it around just to make you look bad. It's really sad. Let's really change. Change from your old ways. Change. Grown-up women, men, let's change. It's not going to help us. It will not. And the sad thing is, we come out and we make this full of ourselves on media. Social media, the internet never forgets. It's going to be there. Even if I take it down. Even if I take it down, somebody has already downloaded it. Somebody already screenshot it. It's going to be there for generations to see. My mother was a snitch. My father was a snitch. My father was irresponsible. He was like having disregard for women, talking down on women, trashing women, unappreciative, using foul language, degrading women. Just babe, my darling big sis, welcome, happy new week. What kind of dad are you? What kind of friend are you? What kind of sister are you? Shame on some of you. Shame on some of you. You carry the body of a 50-year-old, yet you think and behave like a 2-year-old. Even my toddler sometimes will behave better than some of these ladies or men. Even my toddler will be more considerate than some of you. It's a shame. It's a shame. Anyway, let's get into today's topic. Beautiful Universe, Ken Smith said, be alert is a key word. Thank you. Be alert about everything and anything. Unfortunately, this has changed us for the worse. It has. That's the honest truth, Ken Smith. Thank you. It has. It really has. Ah, gosh. 237 wants people to be scared of each other. Honestly. Destroying the word trust. They've destroyed it. They've chucked it in the bin. Chuck it in the bin. Beautiful Universe says, Bella dear, I think we the mothers sitting behind our laptops, encouraging, clapping for this nonsense are the problem. Talking about someone coming online to bash their so-called fiancé. Yeah. Crazy. And people say, mash fire. Mash fire. Whose image is that tarnishing? If I'm the person, the victim, the person at the receiving end, I'm going to be very quiet. I'm going to be so mute and allow the person make a fool of themselves on media. Sit quiet. Let the person talk. Let the person rant. Because sometimes people need to show themselves for who they truly are. Sometimes we don't have to stop it. Because if you come out to reply, you're diluting the real image. Then people think it's a back and forth like a ping pong match. No. Allow people to show their true colors for the world to see. Allow them to show their true colors for the world to see. It's really sad. Ken Smith said, as much as we are blaming the mothers behind the laptops, remember this this crackheads. When I say crackheads, I just remember Auntie Rosemary saying crackheads, crackheads. These crackheads and hungry girls who raise themselves are all adults. True as well. True. We know what's wrong from right. There's no child on the media street. You're absolutely right as well, Ken Smith. You both are absolutely right on both ends. Mothers will be going to jail. They all will. Yeah. It's sad. Anyway, let's get into this topic. So today we are going to be reviewing. I hope you all watched it. I hope you all have watched The Young, Famous in Africa, because I did put the information out that we should watch it. Because I binge watched that. Okay, last year was good. I enjoyed it, and this year I thought I would continue with that. So, and I request I'm just gonna have sorry guys, I'm gonna have just quickly. Thanks, Ken Smith. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. So if you haven't watched it, please try and watch it. And for those who have watched it, this is a good series because there's a lot of things that even these things we're facing in our community now, they're happening with these guys. And it's so frustrating because this series, well, the whole objective is to showcase the socialites, some socialites in our African community, the ones that have made a name for themselves. Now, it's mostly in the fashion and business and entertainment industry, the cast, right? Mafari ladies, oh, my darling sis, congratulations. Congratulations. I'm not going to say much. Welcome, sis. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you here. Bella, I want you to vlog my neighbor if he tip our black business. I don't go, Lily. You want me to vlog your neighbor? I just visit. I'll say now you get this new name. Yeah, so it's her. It's her. Just baby, it's her. Now, this series is supposed to showcase Africa, showcase the beauty of our industry, our fashion, music, business world of our youngsters, the young ones that have made a name for themselves. You have big names like Diamond Platinum. Ken Smith, first let me say that I like Zari. You like Zari? Oh, Ken Smith has watched it. That's good. I like Zari. I want to get into her closet so bad. Yes, they've upped their game when it comes to the fashion side of things, even though some feel like her attitude is nasty. Well, she has that boss mentality and she's taking it too far, I would say. And we're going to talk about her. Let's not rush in. Never heard of this show. Oh, Just Babe Big Sis. I put it on last week so we can all watch it for today. For today's review. Okay. But when I talk about it, Big Sis, we'll pick out some of the issues they're facing as a group and the things that we learn as we go in our daily lives as well. Now, you have people like Diamond Platinum. You have his ex-wife or fiance, Zari. You have Swanky, the fashion guru. You have people like DJ Naked. You have people like Andile, who are big on social media when it comes to podcasting. You have Nadia, who is a hip hop artist. You have Kanye, an actress and promoter. You have Bonang, who joined this time. You have Luis. There's so many young and talented people, that comprise this cast. Now, before I get into the main areas I want us to talk about, I must say that I'm disappointed because last year when I did the review, I said I would have loved for Africa, for them to showcase Africa a little bit more, like our markets are beautiful, the colorful ingredients, the different, the safari, beautiful sights, showcase Africa, not just the people. What do they do? What are their activities apart from party? What do they do to also showcase their countries? I would have loved for that. They've done the same mistake this time around. And then one of my disappointment is the fact that just like our community, this beautiful young cast, for some reason, are unable to resolve the most minute misunderstanding, the most minute disagreement. They just cannot handle it. Is it a matter of ego? Is it a matter of pride or personality? Kayla Sebella, what I see happening to our bro Chris looks like where are we? Looks like a BPD, maladaptive behavior. That's our health person. Yeah, Kayla is one of our health fountain as well. She always drops those health advice. We really need to take a mental health issue seriously. I just wish she gets the right help. This is serious. Thank you so much, sis Kayla. Thank you. And now I feel like this particular series, Bella, read my comment. Abundant Grace, welcome, darling. Oh my God, I didn't even see you come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Bella, if one woman is insulted, all women are. Absolutely, I agree with you 1000% on that. Chris has overdone it. It's a shame if any woman can really watch Chris's video till the end. Lord have mercy. I can't watch it to the end. Unfortunately, I can't. I never have. I've never have. I've never. This time I watched that little part, I couldn't. I was like having a palpitation, a heart attack. I couldn't continue. Sorry, I can't. I just can't. Because disrespect to one woman is disrespect for every woman. To be honest with you, I can't. Or even there's certain disrespect to one man that, will go as disrespect to, the whole of, the gender. You disrespect a man in a certain way, it also reflects to all the men. That's just a simple truth. Now, I feel frustrated because this particular series showcased our African socialites in a very negative light, in the sense that they were so petty. They were so petty. So petty. Now, this season 2, episode 1 opens with, Diamond Platinum. We all know it's a big star in East Africa, one of the biggest names, touching down on South African soil and calling his friend DJ Naked to throw a party. And you all know how the parties for people like Diamond Platinum would go down. So, of course, he wants the biggest mansion to lodge in and host this party. And DJ Naked is the best person to contact to organize this party. And, of course, everyone is invited. Because he didn't put, an embargo for certain persons not to be invited. Now, for those of you who don't know DJ Naked is one of the biggest DJs in South Africa. If you haven't watched the first series, watch it, because he has a beautiful storyline. And that storyline, carried on from season 1 to season 2, where we see him in season 1 struggling in his relationship with his girlfriend, Kaylee. And this is the thing. Please let me just touch about this Kaylee and DJ Naked situation, because it's something that we women need to learn, and men as well. Now, Kaylee and DJ Naked have been in a relationship for a long time. Kaylee wants to settle down. DJ Naked does not want to settle down yet. But they are able to, identify their issues in the relationship. Kaylee is accusing DJ Naked of not being romantic. I mean, we need to communicate with our partners. If you want it to be romantic, you tell them this is what you want. You want surprises. You want bouquets of fresh flowers in the morning, breakfast in bed, or whatnot. Reaffirm your love for them. Some women love that. Okay. Now, DJ Naked, on the other hand, is now talking to Kaylee, telling her she nags a lot of women. We all know how nagging can put off a man, as well as this aspect of women. This is what DJ Naked said. This aspect of women, when you have a boyfriend, the next thing you do, you visit this guy, you leave your toothbrush. The next time you visit, you leave your handbag. The next time you visit, you leave a pair of knickers. The next time you visit, a pair of shoes. Before you know it, the man's house is full of your belongings when you haven't got an official invite to stay in that apartment. Mariam Issa, welcome, darling sis. And this was one of the issues that DJ Naked had with Kaylee, because Kaylee was suffocating him. Women, you need to learn from this. Do not be overbearing on a man. Do not be overbearing on a man. Okay? Now, DJ Naked has to throw this party. Mind you, everybody's invited, including Andile. For those of you who don't know Andile, Andile is one of the cast members. And Andile had a thing for Zari, who is the ex-fiancé to Diamond. And Andile is a friend to Diamond. And Diamond actually, you know, the last season ended. Freelancer, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for joining, sisters. Mama boy. Andile is my favorite mama boy. See, you and I, we agree on something there. Andile is my favorite. He's my favorite guy, to be honest with you. Now, I'm trying not to be very biased when I come to Andile's side of things, you know. So, now, for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to give a highlight of what happened between Andile and Diamond. So, Andile caught feeling for Zari. Zari, if anything, has caught more feelings for Andile in the last season. Right. Now, Annie Idibia was renewing her vow. She had a fallout with Auntie Rosemary is lost. Oh, my auntie is lost. I knew you'd be lost in this, auntie. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you at the back. Between Universe, okay, sis, I'll try as much to explain so you guys can enjoy the storyline. And we can pick up the lessons to learn from there. Now, when Annie Idibia and Zari are not best of friends, I am lost also have not watched. all our senior sisters here have not watched. My auntie has not watched. Mabri has not watched. Mabri, you need to watch it. Generational gap. So please like the video as you come in. So Annie Idibia and Zari are not best of friends. They don't see eye to eye. Okay. Yes, Annie is not my favorite, to be honest with you. To be honest, well, we'll talk about her when we get there. So when Annie had her 10 years anniversary, her nuptial renewal, Zari wasn't invited. Andile was invited. Okay. So Andile left the party the way it ended in season 1. Went, you know, sneaked and went to see Zari at night, but bumped into Diamond, who went to visit his kids because he has kids with Zari. So of course Diamond is like, wow, my own bro, breaking the bro code. You're coming after my woman, my ex-wife. So already that relationship was at a stalemate. So he's throwing this party now in season 2, and he's asked Naked DJ to invite everybody, forgetting that Andile, of course, is part of the crew. Now, you know, before the party itself, I'll read your comments. Before the party itself, Zari has invited our boy Swanky, the fashion guru. Oh my God, I love this guy. He just, you know, Swanky is actually, he has revolutionized fashion. He's made fashion very versatile. You could literally, there are things that a woman can wear that a man can wear. There are things that a man can wear that a woman can actually wear as well. So that's what Swanky plays around with fashion, and I love that about him. So Zari has invited Swanky, you know, to go help her pick out some few pieces, fashion statement pieces. And of course, Swanky is late. You know, he always wants to come out, you know, fashionably late. He's dressed in this beautiful 3-piece outfit, like a palazzo trousers with white stripes, a beautiful embroidered, short sleeve throw over, and a black jacket with a very chunky statement necklace, and strutting. And of course, they've all been invited to this party. Zari then goes on to ask Swanky about Annie, because from the previous season, Annie was the best friend to Swanky. Swanky was a stylist for Annie Idibia, and they were best of friends. They shared everything literally. Now, let's fast forward to the party. Let me read a bit of comment, because I know Mama Boy. Somebody send me a voice. No, let me see. Sorry guys, just quickly. Okay. So now, Zari is asking, let me read. Pamela White, welcome, darling sis. Big sis, Zion Fred, welcome, my beautiful sis. Thank you so much for joining. Can Smith say, I live a very reclusive life here, Cameroon. As much as we are blaming them, okay, no, we've read that already. Abundant Grace, I've read about that one as well. Mama Boy said, Angela is a friend whom you can rely on. Yes, of course. I like how he has the back of everyone, especially Annie. Yes, it's a good guy. I couldn't hold my laughter. It's a generational gap. Okay, that's Auntie Rosemary for you. But Bella, this is not a laughing matter, or should have warned us to go watch first. It's like I'm having on one of those nightmare where I'm in a French class and I can't read or think. That's what I want you guys to read it. Oh, Treaty, my darling sis, welcome. I see you. Now, Zari is asking Swanky about Annie, knowing that they are best of friends, and Swanky is telling Zari that he hasn't seen Annie for months. They haven't spoken, and now it's raising eyebrows. What has happened between Swanky and Annie Idibia? That's what we want to know. And this is a key storyline for episode 1, season 2 that I want us to learn from. Now, fast forward to the party. It's a beautiful party. Everybody comes in. The first person to arrive is Zari. It's glitz and glam. Everybody, people started coming in. Zari goes in, say hello to his baby daddy, Diamond. Mind you, it's Diamond that has thrown his party. So you have people coming in. You have Nadia. You have what's the other Kanye coming in, Annie Idibia coming in, and of course, we all know how Diamond is very flirtatious. That's a part of that. He's very not flirtatious. He's promiscuous. Diamond Platini is one of the most promiscuous human beings I have seen on media, okay, or even in real life, and he's so boastful about it and makes it so disgusting and nasty. Auntie Sylvie, welcome. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. He talks about women like he's talking about objects. This Diamond guy, I cannot stand his arrogance and his disrespect for women. I cannot stand it. And that's why I'm going to talk about this bro code. This bro code thing, I'm going to talk about it. Now, thank you so much, the mother. Thank you, sis, for agreeing. Now, this party comes. People are sitting. Annie Idibia, they are seated on the table. You can tell the atmosphere is very tense because Annie Idibia walks in and doesn't greet Zari based on previous season issues. Now they're sitting on the table. Our guy Swanky, the god or goddess of fashion, the fashion guru, of course, has to be fashionably late. So everybody is seated. Everyone is seated. Yes, we're going to talk about bro code, big sister and a friend. Now, Swanky arrives in all his glory, goes around the table, hugs and greets every single cast member that was seated on the table. And we all know, if those who have watched season 1, Annie Idibia and Swanky were like brothers and sisters. Just to tell you how close they were. They were like brothers and sisters. Now, Swanky goes around the table, greets, hugs, pecks everybody, and comes to Annie Idibia's turn. He blanks Annie Idibia as if nothing was seated, as if the chair that was on that table was, empty. As if there was a ghost sitting on that section. Now, for me, that was unacceptable. What Swanky did to Annie Idibia was totally unacceptable for me. Why do I say so? Already, Swanky, you don't want to tell people why you had a falling out with Annie Idibia, which for me, I applaud you for that because you haven't told Annie why you're upset. And Annie is upset. And communication is very important. This episode tells us that communication is key. It's very important because Swanky is very upset. He's mad at Annie Idibia because this is going to teach a lesson to so many of you. There's someone who's watching me here now. They've had this experience before. Okay, and we talked about this. And this is something that we should all learn from it. Swanky was on the phone. Okay, was on the phone with Annie Idibia's, I think it's a personal assistant. So the personal assistant has two phones. Two phones, right? Has two phones. So Swanky is on this line talking to Annie Idibia's PA. And they're talking. And of course, Annie Idibia calls on this other line. You, the PA, it's your responsibility to drop the call with Swanky. But she didn't. Just to tell you how people can be unprofessional. I don't know if it was a genuine mistake or she did it on purpose. Because perhaps Annie has been saying one or two things about Swanky and she wanted Swanky to hear it for himself. Because you cannot be on the phone with Swanky and your boss would ring you on this other phone. Okay? And you did not drop Swanky's call. You allow Annie Idibia to talk on the phone while Swanky was on mute on the other phone and Swanky could hear the conversation that Annie was having with you. And unfortunately, in that conversation, Annie Idibia was bashing Swanky, talking about how Swanky is being big-headed because, you know, he's become famous due to her, how she's helped him and all these things. And Swanky heard all of those things. And, you know, Swanky was very upset, never called Annie Idibia to tell her why he was upset, and stayed away from Annie Idibia. And Annie Idibia, on the other hand, Principal, the voice of reason, welcome, darling, I see you. Annie Idibia, on the other hand, was thinking that Swanky is avoiding her because Swanky has arrived, he's famous, and why Annie is dealing with all her, you know, family, you know, mess on media, Swanky doesn't want to associate with her. Communication right there. So you, Swanky, you haven't told Annie, you blanked Annie at this party. And people are like, what? You could see Nadia's reaction was like, what? You know, your own best, your 5 and 6 person, how come you blank this person? And of course, it's disrespectful to Annie Idibia. As grown-ups, exactly, thank you, Adongolili. It sounds like our street. As grown-ups, we should be able to be civil even when we have a misunderstanding. We should be able to be civil when we meet the people that we are fighting with or we have a disagreement with. You don't humiliate somebody, especially the hand that picked you up and showed you the ropes. You do not humiliate somebody, especially the one that picked your hand and showed you the ropes and gave you the connection. You guys get it? That's why I wanted us to do this. I wanted us to review this because it's happening in our community. How many times have we seen people insult, bite, destroy, degrade, defame the hands that have fed them and showed them the ropes? How many times have we seen people disrespect the people that have actually given them connections, have made people know who they are? How many times we disrespect them? How many times have we had a tiny misunderstanding? Ashanti Nikki TV, Danny is welcome. A tiny miscommunication, but because of our ego, or you know, because you want this other person to be the first to talk to you, we don't say it and it blows out of proportion. And before we know it, so many other people are trapped into it. That's what's happening between Annie Idibia and Swanky, because their fighting is causing some discomfort among the group. They know them to be best friends, like brothers and sisters. Why are they not talking? Everybody's walking on eggshells. Everybody's walking on eggshell. Very sad. Everybody's walking on eggshell. Now, I have a problem with Annie Idibia because as a senior person and somebody who's been in the industry for a long time, I expect Rita, oh, that is welcome. I expect someone like Annie Idibia to have that confidence, to have to to exhibit authority, to have that presence. It is based on true stories. I expect her to have that presence. But for some reason, now we can understand why her husband would do what he would do and she would take it, because she cannot articulate herself when it comes to her, her different, her disagreement with Swanky. And the little boy is they're giving it to her big time. Big time. So Annie is actually uncomfortable with the presence of Swanky, the young guy which he just made people to know who he is. How is that even possible? Because trust me, if I were in Annie's shoe, I will make life uncomfortable for Swanky. He will be the one to leave the table. That's the simple truth. Because, excuse me, I'm the OG. We made the rules. You came and met us. Young man, if you want to, if you're uncomfortable with it, if the kitchen is too hot for you, you need to get out. But for some reason, Annie was the one feeling the heat. So that was not comfortable for me to watch. It wasn't comfortable for me to watch. Now, still to talk about how we cannot behave maturely and coexist and be civil. We bring in Bonang. Bonang is one of the biggest talk show hosts and a promoter. Now, Bonang is a friend of Swanky, or to Swanky. Swanky has decided to invite Bonang to this party as well. We're going to come back to Diamond and Angela and we talk about the bro code, because Big Caesar and everyone want to know about the bro code thing, and I want us to really decide on this bro code situation. That's how we're going to close it. Now, Bonang, very confident, fierce, beautiful, but I feel she can come across as arrogant sometimes, and a drama queen. A drama queen. Mark that word. Now, Bonang is the ex-girlfriend to Nadia's current boyfriend. And we all know Nadia. Nadia had something with Diamond from season 1. And Nadia is the girl from season 1. I actually vlogged and said she's used to men coming to her life and leaving her, dumping her, just moving on, because that's what she grew up seeing her mom and dad's relationship. She feels like men treat women like that. That's why I'm saying it's very important for us to be careful the way we allow men treat us in the presence of our kids. Now, Bonang, the ex-girlfriend to Nadia's current boyfriend, walks in, confident woman who can hold her own. Now you, Nadia and Kanye, you are uncomfortable. Women who are jealous of a fellow strong woman, you now decide to form a clique and then walk away, ignoring Bonang. That's very childish to me. And that's not the way I want a strong African woman to be depicted on media. I don't know if I'm making any sense for those of you who have watched it. I think for those who haven't watched it, I cannot walk into the room. For instance, I can't be the current girlfriend, and then an ex-girlfriend walks into the room where I was already seated, and I'm uncomfortable that I have to leave the room. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I mean, I'm the current girlfriend. If anything, I should feel more secure, right? Why should I be hating on the ex? That's why it's called ex, which means it's old, it's former. TK says, let me read TK's comment. I think Bonang didn't complete the season because she didn't want her fans to see her other side. Yes, TK, you're right. You are right. That is either that or she saw herself too big for her boots. She saw herself too big to be interacting with people like Fantana. Fantana, little Fantana. She saw herself too big to be associating herself with Fantana. But I strongly believe on TK's side, I want to strongly take TK's side in the fact that people have this image of Bonang and she probably didn't want to tarnish it. The show we're going to talk about, when she had that argument with Louise, I think that was when she had a turning point. She's like, oh, I better be careful because I may just show the side that people will not want to see me and it could discredit me. You're absolutely right, TK. I didn't think about it like that. I was thinking more about a class or status thing. Complex if she felt uncomfortable. Yes, it's complex. Because I cannot be a current girlfriend and an ex walks in and I have to leave. I'm not leaving. You want to leave, you leave. If you're uncomfortable with me, who is the current, you leave. But not me leaving, of course not. So now, because Bonang is walking in, Kanye takes Nadia to the side. And Annie Idibia follows the crowd like a sheep. This girl has no direction of her own. Annie Idibia, I'm so disappointed. You know, sometimes it's better for you to have an image of somebody and keep that image locked. Okay? Because that's what's happening with me when it comes to Annie Idibia. I had an impression about her, like this powerful African queen, this strong woman, very articulate, forceful, you know, very assertive. But no, very unsure, very erratic, very fidgety, very unladylike. The way she sits and just opens her legs, you know, just sit and throws herself, and she speaks her broken English. What? She can't even make a statement without bringing that kind of ghetto pidgin into it. I'm like, come on, you are Annie Idibia. You need to carry yourself in a certain manner. I don't know if I'm overlooking things, but that's the image I have of Annie Idibia, and I find it so frustrating when she cannot assert herself. So, like a sheep, wherever Kanye goes, Annie goes. So, as Kanye is pulling Nadia away, Annie, you're following Kanye and Nadia. Now, this is the part I want us to really look at as well. Annie, Kanye, Nadia outside talking, and then the rest of the group decided to come to the other side where the girls were, and took a seat. They're all seated. They are all seated, including Swanky. Annie is my girl, but she is too she's too ghetto, and I'm so surprised. For all the years that she's been, you would think that she would be more refined in her presentation and in the way she interacts, but no, she's not. She's still very rough for me. Not only around the edges, she's really, really rough. Really, really, really rough. Now, because Annie Idibia, Kanye, and Nadia have left that room, Swanky comes with the rest of the people. Swanky now takes a seat on the sofa. And guess what? Maybe English died. Maybe. Swanky sits on the sofa. Where does he sit? Unfortunately, I don't know if he did it deliberately or it was just a mistake. Swanky sat where Annie Idibia was sitting. Mind you, Swanky had ignored Annie Idibia all night. But he decided to sit where Annie Idibia was sitting. What is my big sis first saying? I think that word ghetto best suits Annie's description. See, a lot of people are agreeing. A lot of people are agreeing. Please like the video if you have not done so. Please like and share. We have 3,200 people watching and just 5 likes. Please like and share, please. And if you're watching, you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor. Now, Swanky is sitting on Annie's spot. Annie, Kanye, and Nadia have finished what they're finishing. And they come back into the room. What happens? Annie finds Swanky sitting on her spot. Now, I want you guys to give me your honest opinion. If you were Annie Idibia, you came into the room, Swanky, the little boy, which you showed the ropes to, and now is snubbing you in the presence of other people who actually respect you. What would you have done? If you were Annie Idibia, if you were in Annie's position, Swanky was seated in on your seat, what would be your reaction? I want to get your honest feedback. Honest response, please. And Swanky dresses is always too dramatic for me. I love it. I love it, principal. I love it. I don't know, for some reason, Swanky I love it. I will ignore him. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? For those watching, if you were in Annie's position and Swanky, you haven't spoken with him for months and he blanked you during, when got there. Me too. I love Swanky. I love Swanky. Ken Smith. I love Swanky because I think sometimes I like dramatic. I can be very dramatic in my fashion sense. I think that's why I probably get him. I honestly think Swanky was looking for Annie's trouble. That's what Jennifer is saying. No, I like it too. Ah, there you go. Just listening. Not up to date with this. Peace person, my Muma for life. Love you, Muma. Muma, you need to watch this because next show I really want you to interact. I want you to enjoy this because there's so many lessons you can learn from it. Not Lily. I don't go Lily saying knock him out. My honest response, knock him out. No, it can only be you. Now I will do the same. What? I will watch it too. Yes, please watch it, sis. I would do the same as Principal and Ken Smith. I would ignore Swanky because I feel Swanky was looking for Annie's trouble. Swanky is looking for every means possible. Is that little brother that wants to get under your skin. He's like that leech, like, you know, Haricot Sauvage. He wants to get on Annie's skin. He wants Annie to feel his anger. You know that little boy that cannot express himself to the big sister that this is what you've done to me? But he wants the sister to feel his annoyance. That's what Swanky was doing. And Annie would have ignored him. But Annie, of course, like we said, the ghetto-ness in her, the unrefinedness in her she couldn't help herself. She was like, this is Annie. That's my seat. Don't be my chair. That's my seat. Please get on, let me sit. Who speaks like that? A lady. I mean, a classy lady. You walk to a position and your seat has been taken. It's either you look for somewhere else to sit, or you kindly tell the person if you didn't realize I was actually sitting there. And he said, I was sitting there. That's my place. I was sitting there. That's my place. I was sitting there. And Swanky is like, you know, it's like, no, what? Swanky was like, what's talking? Is anybody whispering? So you're literally selling your respect to little Swanky. I was mad. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. Annie, I was sitting there. That's my seat. That's my seat. That's my seat. It was so embarrassing, so much that Diamond had to give up his seat to Annie. Did Annie have to make it so dramatic? You haven't spoken to this boy. This boy has ignored you all night. Can't you ignore him? The humiliation was too much. The humiliation was too much. The humiliation was just too much. Sometimes we need to understand our position and we need to understand where our actions. I always say that we cannot control someone's action. We can't. Yeah, it was kind of him together because he's the host. Obviously, Diamond was a host. He was the one hosting the party. So it's only fair to make sure that his guests were comfortable, you know, so he had to give up his seat. Now, I say again, and I've always said it, we are actually responsible for our actions or our reaction to people's actions. So whatever action that Annie or reaction that Annie got from Swanky, she deserved it. Because Swanky had already told you, don't talk to me. Ignore me. Oh, like big sister, ignore me. Leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you. Don't talk. I don't want to talk to you. I'm blanking you. Can't you see? So why would you want to put yourself in a position that will bring you even more, you know, embarrassment? I was cringy when Annie said that. I was like, no. Just what you could say is that, excuse me, my phone is there. Can I just grab my phone? So she had double humiliation. And of course, that's Annie and Swanky right there. Annie is uncomfortable yet again that she had to leave the party early for Swanky to enjoy himself and the other group. That's Annie for you. That's the frustration I have with Annie Idibia. Why can she not be a confident woman and hold her grounds? Yes, Ken Smith, she left. Kayla said something. Let me read Kayla's comment. Kayla said, to watch it, Ken Smith. Kella says, Bella, I think it's all staged to make it exciting and interesting for the audience. Sometimes I agree. To a certain degree, it's staged, but most of it are people's reaction. Say, for example, they ignoring that Swanky did for Annie. They may have encouraged him to maybe ignore her. That I can agree. But this scene where Annie walks in, Kameji Stevie, welcome, Danny says, where Annie walks in and meets Swanky seated on his seat, that wasn't staged. That wasn't planned. Of course, these reality shows are staged. We all know that. You cannot believe it 100%. This aspect, this scene where Annie comes in, walks in, and Swanky is already seated on that place, is either a coincidence or Swanky did it on purpose to spite Annie. That I will not say was staged. And his reaction then wasn't staged either. And Annie's reaction as well wasn't staged either. And these are the kind of things that we can prevent. Of course, they will exaggerate and magnify some of those things. Now, Fantana, the young Ghanaian dancehall artist, is introduced to the group. Fantana, you know how this dancehall artist will dress, very explicit, showing all the curves and bust and bum and what have you. And of course, the promiscuous Diamond, like I said, he sees every woman like a rat mole in the forest, and he says that I hate the fact that he always says this thing that I like to hunt. I like to hunt for women. His East African accent. I like to hunt for women. I hunt women. And as Fantana walks in, his hunting claws came out. Prince Melvin Nation, welcome, darling bro. Thank you so much for joining. His hunting spirit, claws came out, and he's like, you know, I don't know how to whistle. You know how those builders will whistle when you walk past, and you're a beautiful woman, you walk past them when they're building construction sites. Think about it. Do you think Annie's issues with her husband has made her so unhappy, ready to fight, and also low self-esteem? That could be, yes, big part of it, Ken Smith. Yes. Don't you think she needs counseling rather than reality show at this time? Exactly. That would probably be the best for her. Just saying, that would probably be best for her, to be honest with you. You can tell she's dealing with a lot. The way she twitches, the way she handles herself, you know, in conflict situation is disturbing. Now, Fantana walks in, and Diamond immediately, you know, he starts sweating in his pants, and he wants to get in bed with this one. Push that aside. Let's go now to the bra code, which is something I want us to talk about before we round the show. If anybody wants to call, if you want to call, you can call. If not, we'll just read our comments and go, and then we close. Now, the bra code. I want to paint this image. That's why I'm trying not to be consciously biased, because I love Andile. He's he's my favorite character or cast member. Andile is a friend to Diamond. Okay, now, it's not Diamond's best friend per se. Diamond was ex-fiance of Zari. They have 2 kids together. They're not together. Diamond is going around sleeping with all the women he can come across, he can get his hands on or pull his zip down on. He's literally jumping in bed with all these women with no respect for Zari. I want to paint this image, and I really want us to give an honest opinion, because I don't want people just throwing this bro code card, because that's what Diamond is doing, and I don't want to. I want people to tell me what they think, because then I'll, you know. Now, they are not best of friends, Diamond and Andile. They're friends. They have mutual friend group. Oh, my baby Sisi Vemocom, welcome, darling. How are you doing? How's my son? Hope you guys are doing good. Happy New Week. Now, Zari and Andile are feeling each other. But because Diamond caught Angela and red-handed in Zari's house, he's now got this anger towards Angela. Of course, Angela on the other side comes to this party, very apprehensive. When he comes, he's very apprehensive, attending this party. He greets Diamond. You can feel the tension. It was so tense. But this differentiates women and men. Women, we have the tiniest disagreement. We humiliate each other in public. We spit at the other person. You say trash about the other person. You will do anything to destroy the other person. But men will behave like men. They give a handshake, a hug, even though the hug was so uncomfortable and tense. Diamond hugs Angela and greets him. But of course, Diamond makes Angela to understand that he's not happy with him going after his ex-fiancée. Because according to Diamond, Angela has broken the bro code. Mind you guys, I say it again. Diamond sleeps with anything skirt or dress. With disregard for Zari. Zari falls for Angela. Angela falls for Zari. Angela is not necessarily Diamond's best friend. Is this a bro code to me? Because I don't feel sorry for Diamond for the fact that he disrespects women, yet he wants Angela to respect some sort of bro code to a woman that he hasn't treated nicely. I don't know if I'm making any sense, if I'm being consciously biased, but I don't feel like a bro code is being broken. For me, a bro code is when you're tight with somebody. This person had a great relationship, and this person, unfortunately, that relationship did not work. And this person, it's not, is living their life, having a relationship, another relationship, or being respectful in their own relationship or co-relationship. And their best friend goes after their ex. That to me is breaking bro code. But Diamond doesn't show any respect for Zari with his behavior. And Angela, of course, is not rubbing it in Diamond's face. Is that breaking bro code per se though? Is that, I don't know, so please you guys should give me your honest opinion. Is that breaking bro code? This stupid Diamond, must you sleep with everyone? That's why Zari left him. Yeah, exactly. We were face, so even though I like him, with his nice voice. For me, I don't think they've broken the bro code, because Angela and Diamond, you're not friends. You are not friends. You have a common circle of friends, but you're not friends. And so if Zari wants to go ahead and have a relationship with Angela, for me, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see it as breaking any bro code. For me, I don't see that. Now, talking about that bro code, let me give you guys an example of something that happened to someone I know. So this is what happened. And these people fell out, and they had a big fallout because of this situation. Saying that someone broke the girl's code. Now, let me say, for example, we say use somebody as an example. Mafo Relindis. Mafo Relindis has an admirer, a suitor. This person wants to get to know Mafo Relindis. They've been on a couple of dates. And Mafo Relindis is not showing any interest for this person. Mafo Relindis is my friend. Mafo Relindis is not showing any interest for this guy. All Mafo Relindis cares about is this guy needs to put data, on her phone. This guy needs to take her for lunch. This guy needs to take her for dinner. This guy needs to buy her this. This guy needs to buy her this. And the guy was fed up. The guy is like, you're not showing me any interest. All you care about is my money, is what I give you. But the guy is saying it quietly. This is a true story I'm telling you guys now. True story. This is not made up. This is not acted. This is not exaggerated. Now, on the fortunate day, Mafo Relindis, who happened to be my friend, invited me out and said, there is this guy who is actually admiring her, but I mean, Bella, come, let's go and eat this guy's money. Please come and let's go eat his money. You know, let's go enjoy ourselves. We go out and we enjoy ourselves. FBI Clarence, my darling big sis. Welcome, big sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. We go out. Maforidindis, myself, and Maforidindis admirer Suto, we go out or date. We all go out. Then the date turns and look at me and think, if anything, I actually like the other one that I see. You guys guessing where this story is going? The date turns, Maforidindis date turns and look at me and quietly admired me, how, you know, calm I was, how, you know, grounded I was, quiet and just going with the flow. Mambo Sonia, welcome, darling. I see you. Thanks for coming. God punish. The mother, I've never seen you express yourself like that, sis. I've never seen you express yourself like that. What does God punish Satan? God punish Satan. Oh wow, I like it. Angela, such a gentleman, but he is something else. Yeah, he is. We actually have 2 baby mamas, yes, at the same party, right? Yeah, he did. He did at the party. Not that first party though, Ken Smith. I think it was one of the episodes, you know, when they had, what was it? Somebody had a party and they invited him there. That's the party that Louis and Swanky had a serious for that. Mambo Sonia says, hope you know the person. Bella, please come and take your baby. I'm tired of buying. Sis, keep my baby. I'm coming to take her. I'm coming to take my baby. Packet her, put her stuff in a suitcase. I'm coming to collect her. What is it even? What is it with phones? I'm coming to take my baby. Okay, now, like I was saying, I don't see it as, thank you, TK. Thank you, TK. TK says, I don't see it as breaking bro code or girls code if it didn't cause the breakup. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Catalina, 1, 2, 3. Welcome, darling. I see you. It's okay. Thank you, Ken Smith. Now, like I was saying, I want to make this story really clear so you guys can understand it and tell me if it's CISA code. Now, Maforidindis' date looks at me, admires me quietly, and then we part ways. After that dinner, everybody goes home. Maforidindis, the date now contacted me and asked me out for a dinner date. And I told Mafo that, oh, this person has actually invited me for a dinner date. And so the person was like, okay, that's fine then. So then we went out for the dinner date. He asked me for the second dinner date, second, third, fourth, and before you knew it, this person started professing their, their feelings towards me. They started professing their feelings towards me, and said to me they actually like my character, they like my philosophy, they like the way I carry myself, and all the normal things that a man would admire in a good woman. And this person is really good. These people I'm talking about, I know these persons. Okay, I know these 2 persons I'm talking about. This is a true life story. Now, fast forward. The Maforidindis is angry or mad at me for breaking CIS code. But I'm saying, I didn't break any sisterly code. You were going on a date with this person. You never slept with this person. You never kissed this person. You never showed interest for this person. Now this person is showing interest for me, and I actually like this person, and we want to take this further. It becomes a problem, right? And just to tell you guys, it became a big issue that these people had a falling out, a big falling out, because according to Maforolindis, Bella broke the sister code. Bella broke the sister code, which to me, I was like, no, Bella did not break the sister code, because it wasn't no one's boyfriend. You didn't claim him. He was trying to get to you. He probably saw something that he didn't like, and then, he came to me, and I liked him, and we clicked. And needless to say, now Bella and that suitor are married and happily married with kids as we speak. Bella ended up marrying this guy. Now, if you're talking about bro code, for me, the principal said, for me, you did. How did I, principal? How did I? How did I? He is so confident. I like that about Andy. Oh, he's very confident. I'm very articulate. I'm very clean. He's neat. Always looking very prim and proper. Oh, he looks like a boy. Anthony looks like this boy who's been to Sacred Heart or Sase all his life. A boarding school. The ones that take in their shirts all the time with belts, nicely polished shoes, cut nails, nice shaven, and everything. He looks like that. Principal said, for me, you did. Principal said, I support. The mother said, I support. The mother is saying that Bella broke the sister code. But how did Bella broke the sister code? Yes, Fracanopian. Okay. My friend told me about it. But remember, my friend told me about it. Let's go and eat this boy's money. She wasn't sure. She didn't have any interest for this guy. Remember, I said that. He would come and say, let's go and eat this guy's money. Because all she wanted was his money. This friend wanted him to top up her phone, take her out for lunch and dinner. Did not like the guy as per se. That she didn't have any intention to further it. So how is it breaking sister code? How is it breaking sister code? Sleep with such a friend with one eye open. The mother. Okay. All right. So, Ebia Claire says, sis, if I'm honest, if I were her, I wouldn't have accepted it just for the fact that I knew Relindis. Okay. So did she break the cis code because they are married now and they're having kids? They had their conversation. They had made up. They are still friends. I don't know how close they are still, but they are friends, How did she break the sister code is what I'm trying to understand. Is it because she knew the guy already, or because the girl, Relindis introduced the guy to Bella? I'm just saying, because if it's me, I would feel guilty dating him. I would, but I didn't want to be honest, I didn't want to chastise the other person, because the other person, Relindis had made it, clear that she didn't really like the person, like the guy. She was there just to, get the financial benefits from that relationship. So I didn't want to chastise Bella in the sense that if you genuinely love this guy, why? And look at it. Look where they are. Maybe that's what was meant to be. Maybe that was her husband that was meant to be, and she had to get to him through this means. Because sometimes I feel like we overdo the bro code or sister code, and people really miss their partners. See, anything you feel guilty doing is wrong. Principal is the voice of reason. The principal is exclaiming, TK Bella, it's breaking the sister code cause she told you about the guy. Okay. Right. Eviakla say yes, she did break it. They are friends now, but still, it's never gonna be the same. Yes, yes, it's not the same though. To be honest with you, it's not the same. The friendship is not the same. Una saloto is that to remember my sweet sis, my sweet sis. Welcome, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. So now I see. So what's the difference now? Principal TK, what's the difference between you saying that Andile did not break the bro code with Zari and in regards to Diamond, but this person broke the sister code? I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between these two cases, because I was thinking that both cases, none of them broke the code. The bro code wasn't broken, nor was the sister code. I don't know. I'm trying to find out the difference between what Andile did that didn't break the bro code and what this person did differently that was, made it seem like she broke the girl code. Andile did. Principal said Andile did. TK said Andile didn't do it, but TK believes that Bella did break the sister code when it came to reading this. I'm trying to figure out what is the difference there. But whatever the case, we have to be very careful not to overstep or overuse the bro code or sister code when it comes to relationship, because people have actually missed their partners because of this bro code and sister code, especially with us Africans and this dating. Auntie Rosemary I was quite pleased when Auntie Rosemary was talking about this dating thing, because for her, like her generation, probably it was like my elder sister generation, it would be almost like it sounds like a taboo when you're dating different men, because for us it's almost like dating means you have to be with that man. You don't go and eat somebody's burning fish or drink the pamplemousse when you know that you're not going to go. Thank you. Yes, even more baby sis, isn't it? You don't eat the person's burning fish or drink their pamplemousse when you're not going to go. I can't date someone that is too close to my friends. Right? Personally, I wouldn't. But I don't want to condemn somebody who is comfortable and they have their justification. So that's the case. So that is episode 1 for season 2. So we've looked at Annie Idibia and Swanky's feud. We haven't talked about it. It will continue in episodes 2 and 3. It runs through. We've looked at I've mentioned Bonang and Nadia, and we have other feuds between Bonang and Louis, because our episode 2 we'll be talking about the mask party that Kanye threw for the cast. That's an interesting one. I think we're going to revisit episode 2 and 3 at the same time for next show. So if you haven't watched it, it's called Young, Famous and African on Netflix. Watch it. We're going to look at episode 2. So we're looking at season 2. We're going to look at episode 2 and episode 3. We're going to review this episode. We're going to look at those feuds in details again. We're going to look at Andile exited. We talked about how Andile leaves Diamond's party feeling very uncomfortable. Diamond throwing shade and being sarcastic towards Andile, saying, "Oh, I love your coat. Oh, you're the big brother. You're a very good big brother." Being sarcastic, saying, "You screwed me over." So we're going to look at that and how Kanye hosted a mask party, because the whole idea for this mask party is because Kanye wants people to come out and speak and put everything on the table so they can squash it. How is that going to pan out is what we need to find out. Okay, so go and watch it and we can talk about it and see people and find out people's take on that. Let me read some few comments before we round up. Kayla, Bella, when a woman says it's okay without elaboration, is a red flag. Okay, telling her she break the code is a warning. They can't be friends again. If I'm you, Bella, I will watch out for my fault. Okay, Kayla. All right, sis. FBI clearance says, sis Bella, it's a no go area. A relationship like that will always have a question mark. Okay. Andile knew what he was about to do was wrong. That's why he easily gave up when Diamond said something about it. That's because Andile is a gentleman. Andile sacrificed the love of for Zari just because he's a gentleman principle. Don't you see? Bella, please read my comment. I've read your comment, Kayla. So please watch. I don't go Lily. Sorry, I don't go Lily. Let me drink. I'm getting dry now. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you guys have. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode 1 for season 2. I hope I've done it justice and you all have enjoyed it. For those who haven't watched it, I hope you got an idea of why we're doing the review. And if you can watch it, so for our next show, so it will be next Thursday, we'll review episode 2 and 3, because this Thursday I want us to do another topic. I don't just want us doing young African, famous and African. Let's do something else, and it will be interchanging, So I hope you all have enjoyed it. So let's look at episode 2 and 3 for next Thursday or next Monday. It can be Monday next week or a Thursday, but we'll do it interchangeably with other topics. So thank you, everybody. Please, if you haven't like, if you're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor, show your girl some love by tapping on that subscribe button. Ken Smith, thank you so much, darling. You've been amazing. Having you on the first day has been pleasurable. Thank you so much. Pleasurable, not in that sense, Ken Smith, but you know what I mean. FBI Clarence and Bella, I think that guy is a man that enjoys dating people who are close to his friends. Which one? Andile or the one that took Bella? The one that took Bella or Andile? I just subscribed. Oh, thanks, Ken Smith. Thank you so much. Thank you. So please, let's meet next week. We're going to be talking about, I've been postponing this a lot. I want us to talk about why we women should not fight over a man. You see, women, the one that took Bella. Okay. Oh, this man is married now to Bella. But I'm not. It's not my husband. I'm just saying because I was using myself and Maforolinis. I know this social media. Social media would take it and say Bella took Maforolinis' husband. Yes, my love. What happened? Has it gone off? Just a second, guy. What happened? Put the volume up. You and far away. Mama duck says quack, 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 quack. And all of the 5 little ducks came back. Yay! Good job. There you go. Have that one. Careful, don't sting yourself. So thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much. Thank you, TK. Thank you, the mother. Please like before you go. Thank you so much. Oh, kisses from Auntie FBI Clarence. TK, thank you so much. The mother, thank you. Prince Mervin, thank you. Ken Smith, thank you so much. We've enjoyed your first time here. Thank you so much. Kayla, thank you, my darling sis. Principal, the voice of wisdom. Just base, my darling big sis. Yvette Malcolm, Easter to remember. Proud Canopian, Aquara Debunker. Member Sonia, Catalina 123. I want to say, a shout out Mafori Lindis, my Mbanya, Adongo Lily, Jinkenton, my beautiful sis, Kamejis TV. I hope I've called everybody. Big sis Zion Efret, asking for a friend, my auntie dearest, Ashanti Nikki. Thank you so much, darling sis, for coming. I appreciate it. BTV, my sweet sis, always there. Abundant Grace. Thank you, darling. Kiss, 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 kiss. Pamela White. Auntie CB of CB's Corner. Queen Atkins Diamond. And my darling sis Treaty. I admire and appreciate you all. Freelancer, my sisterly. Thank you all so, so much. I appreciate you all. For those of you who haven't called yet, you all know how much I appreciate Visionary Star TV. Peace, person. My mama, my mama, my mama. Thanks, Big C Zion. Hi. Oh, Mia. Your auntie is greeting you. Auntie Yvette is greeting you. This one when Ma for release this, you use so Bella. I just suspect you. Betty Bet, come see how them they talk for pigeon. Oh my mama. Oh, please, first, mama. You won't kill me. You won't make heaven. You won't go to Galilee. Behave yourself. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all so very much. Blush Ingram. Oh, my beautiful baby sis. You've come in. We're just closing. Rewatch the show, darling sis. And make sure you watch Young, Famous, and African. We're going to be reviewing episode Catalina 1 to 3 by darling sis. We're reviewing episode 2 and 3 next time, season 2. Bye, everybody. Let's listen to my darling Queen of Culture series 3. Please like as you exit, like as you exit, like as you exit. Thank you all so much. Honestly, I didn't expect this number for this show, to be honest with you. Prince Mary Nation, tell them, my darling bro, the one and only Prince. Aya oh Giale Sigale Nuiba Mukurule Masa Aya oh Nabina Rita oh my darling sis always there to support. Thank you sis, I appreciate you, you know that. Aya oh Giale Sigale Nuiba Mu. If come, have you learned the song, baby sis? Have you learned the song? Yule ndoile oba kwarako arenu yule wasa oba kwarako arenu yule masa nga ule sa so muto totigo o song ma abong ya. What's a tutus? Oh, peace person, my mama for the culture. Hey, thank you, mama, mamma mia. Alele, chuba. Giole sesigale, nuiba mukurule masa. Giale sesigale, nuiba mukurule masa. Walk one day. I'm going to walk one day. I'm going to walk one day. I'm going to sing a monty when the sasa. I'm going to get monty when the sasa. I'm going to get monty when the sasa. I'm going to dream about. He starts to remember. Enjoy, sis. I'm going to walk one day. One man machine work one day. Oh, If you're welcome, go and learn the song, baby sis. Otherwise, we'll take it to the palace. Aya, the winner. Are you on the floor? Aya if all of you guys will all understand what she's saying. Beautiful message. Hey, hey, hey. for. Ah. Oh. Poor even Bokom. Eh? A baffled girl that cannot speak baffled. What's wrong with you? What are you going to teach my son? This is from our queen of culture, Siri herself. Please promote her. Please, let's promote. Listen to this song. Share it. This is for the culture. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much. Ngomajino wokwa wandi yo. Ngomajino wokwa wandi. Ngomasege manti kwena sansa. Ngomoge manti kwena sansa lo. Ngomase. Oh, Auntie Kella says, well done, co-host. Oh, thank you guys so much. Your co-host has been amazing as always. You guys always show us so much love, and I pass on your love and your regards and your kisses, and she knows her aunties and uncles love her so very, very much. I say, oh man, for this house, number food. No, you have to join the Bafood crew. Thank you guys so much, Big Sister Clarence. If I'm come, go and learn the dialect, okay? Quick. All right, my lovely people. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all for your time and your energy and your knowledge. I'll see you all at some point this week or next week. Love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.